All right, am I live, everybody? Must be live. Looks like it. Okay. Welcome to Caribbean Weather Dude YouTube channel. This is always sort of the boring part where I just sort of set up here, make sure I get the thumbnail up and rolling. I'm kind of old-fashioned still in how I do things, but yes, this is going to be your show about how much the weather sucks in Canada and beyond. Yeah, we got lots to talk about. Definitely a big tornado outbreak yesterday. I'm sure everyone's going to want to talk about that. I don't know who from the show is coming on yet tonight, but we'll find out. We'll find out. And as per always, of course, Frankie McDonald will be here. He's always here. 7 p.m. is when he shows up. That's right. That's right. Okay, live stream just about ready to go here. Just about ready to go. Yeah, exciting stuff here. Whole another week of weather. I, of course, was down to Penticton this last weekend where I played at a festival. Brandon Hauk is coming into the waiting room now. Excellent. I think I let him in. There he is. He's coming on. Good. We got the Brandon Haukinator over from Brooks, Alberta. This is the 188th episode of the Comedeorological Report. Yeah. Wow, we've been at it a long time now, it seems like already. Excellent. Good, the stream is up and working. We got the thumbnail going. Time to share it around on the Facebook. Are you there, Brandon?
I am here. I just gotta move this tab over here.
Realize my volume is extremely low.
Your volume is low. Camera is coming on. Come on.
Right on. Brandon Hauk. I had a great weekend, Brandon.
Oh, that's great. Oh, weekend. Weekend's coming up here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you did have a great weekend.
Yeah, I went down to Penticton and played a bunch of shows.
Oh, yeah.
My last one I felt was particularly good.
Ah, nice.
And it was kind of a reunion of everybody from the old Artswell scene here, you know, because Paul and Julie were the ones that put 19 Artswells on here.
Oh, yeah.
So they live in Penticton now. He's been the curator of the Penticton Art Gallery for many, many years, actually, for a long time now. So they started this Ignite the Arts Festival. And yeah, this was the third year of it, I believe, or the fourth, something like that. Anyways, yeah, it went very, very well. Lots of old friends, old bandmates, old musicians, people I played with for years, you know, so really good stuff. So one of the topics tonight is the fake Frankies.
Yeah. I got a friend request from one of them.
You got a friend request from a fake Frankie?
Yeah, that was the one that I sent you there, yeah. With only 6 friends. I know Frankie has more than 6 friends. Hold on, I know how to fix my camera here. I gotta exit out of my old video from earlier to a couple hours ago. That's what I got it.
You see, like, you know, how come he didn't send me a friend request? This fake Frankie.
Frank, he only sent 6 people, so I guess I was the chosen one, you know?
Let's see, I'm trying to figure out how to report him here. Aha.
Oh, yeah.
Report profile. Something about this fake pretending to be someone. Yeah, okay. A friend.
A friend, yeah. And then you gotta type Frankie's name in there.
Okay, Frankie.
And then click on his
MacD.
And you go next.
Submit. Frankie McDonald's in the waiting room even.
Oh, yes.
I just let Frankie McDonald in. He's in early. I hope it's the real Frankie McDonald.
Real Frankie?
Not this one we just reported. And Mark Engels is coming? Well, good. Good. I had no idea. I'm so unprepared. I just was trying to get all my footage dealt with from this week and out on the channel so that I could kind of move on to new things again, you know? It's like I just kind of spent a week in that phase, and then today I got the last videos out, which included my a large part of my concert at the Dream Cafe. Yeah, Mark Ingalls. I just reported the fake Frankie.
Oh, there's a new fake Frankie.
There's a new fake
mouthful.
Frankie every day. Hide
And I
all. No,
know
we don't want to hide it. We want to see it. Can I comment on something? No, I want to say you're a fake Frankie. I miss you, says Kathy Elizabeth Densmore. What the heck?
uh, Kathy fell for it. Frankie
Yeah,
should
you
get
could
himself
tell.
verified here.
You
That's
could
what he
tell
should do.
that it's not the real Frankie because they got here, studied at Sydney Academy, Tuan Quang,
Oh, I too studied there.
which is the wrong Sydney. It's the wrong
Yeah,
Sydney. Yeah, I think that's Sydney somewhere else, not
Australia.
Sydney. I
Well,
would
there's a
think so, yeah.
kangaroo, and I don't think those are all too prolific in Nova Scotia.
Oh,
Not anymore. No, they got wiped out by the white man.
Joey, I'm gonna send you an image. I would like you to pull it up.
Okay.
oh yeah. I
Did you
should
guys
send
see,
you that video too. That one
or
video.
can you guys not just put it up yourself?
Well, I'm on my work computer, and I don't, gotta have some separation of church and state.
Ah, I see. Have you guys seen the new? Yesterday was World Autism Day.
Oh
I
yes.
heard about this. I'm really glad that
Okay,
he got
that's
to be involved.
here's Frankie.
This is Frankie McDowell. My own team saves your life in Sydney, Nova Scotia.
For more than a decade, he's been one of the most famous YouTubers to call the Maritimes home.
Can you guys hear it?
Yes.
Excellent.
50 hot dogs at once.
This video, posted 12 years ago, has well over 2 million views. But when he's not entertaining his fans all over the globe, Frankie McDonald can often be found here, working in maintenance at Sydney's Mayflower Mall.
Frankie definitely gets a lot of attention here. People are always shouting out, "Hey Frank, how you doing?"
The mall's general manager says, while it's fun having a local celebrity on staff, McDonald is a role model for many who live on the spectrum.
And a lot of people with autism will see Frankie and just see that that he is very capable to work in an environment here, like in a busy shopping center, and it just could be uplifting for anybody.
Frankie has worked here at the Mayflower Mall for 20 years now, and while autism awareness may have changed quite a bit during that period of time, it seems Frankie himself hasn't changed much at all.
I'm 40 years old. That means I did a lot of videos in the last decade as well.
Classic.
The big 4-0. In fact, he turns 41 before the end of the month. Over the years, he's co-written a book, and he still gets plenty of recognition for his weather reports.
What you can overcome, what you can achieve, Frankie lives it daily.
Back online, some of the many fans who reach out to Frankie also live with autism, correspondence that's beneficial to everyone.
They have their own journey. They go out their own way. Okay, guys.
That's his way of saying I don't want to talk about it.
Joy. And a high-profile example of what people with autism can accomplish. Ryan McDonald, CTV News, Sydney.
They have their own journey. Yeah, that's very Frankie answer.
That's really cool. I'm glad Frankie got to be involved with that. Hey, before you get into it, go pull up the thing that I sent you.
Okay, I got to figure out how to do this. Is it? Okay, give me
It's
a
on
minute.
Facebook.
Oh, I know what I should have done. I should have just gone over to the Facebook. I'll just keep sharing here. Watch. And there's lots to talk about still, man. Yeah, I got sidetracked on the Frankie stuff. Collecting
so-
the world.
The British Museum, it's hilarious that they call it collecting the world when we all know what it is in the British Museum, right? Incidentally, collecting the world is what I call it when I am shoplifting from the international foods section at the grocery store.
Aha. Yeah. I get your drift.
Okay, that's all.
We got some wicked tornado video here. I'm trying to
Okay.
share.
Put it on, Brand. Let's see the Wicked Tornado video.
Okay, we're gonna go share screen.
I'll just read some of these statistics while you do that.
Okay.
Heavy precipitation yesterday. Let me know when you're ready. Ontario, 86.6 in Burford, 79.8 mils in Laurel Creek, 77 in Woolwich, 77.2 in Guelph, 77 plus in Woodstock, Borgner, Sarnia, Brantford Airport, even over 74.5. Ilderton, Stratford hit 69.1. So some pretty heavy rainfall totals across southern Ontario, southwestern Ontario. Of course, yesterday, from some thunderstorms, localized flooding reported. Of course, system brought heavy snow to northwestern Ontario, blizzard conditions, and some freezing rain. Brussels had 7 millimeters of freezing rain accretion. Tillsonburg 3.5. Tillsonburg, my back still aches when I hear that word. And 25 to 35 centimeters from volunteer observation reported across Thunder Bay. Oh, Brandon's got the tornado video up. Okay, well, tell us, what are we seeing here? This is in Lake City, eh?
Bay, Arkansas. Yeah, there's the start of it.
That's a
This is-
nader,
That is.
but it's not Ralph Nader.
I
What
like
was
the
that lake?
commentary.
The one that was in Lake City or something I seen? Was it Max Velocity stream I was watching yesterday? And the tornado was just unbelievable. All these crazy vortices, horizontally around it. And then a lightning bolt hit with instant thunder, like bam! Like, man, it was really intense video.
I was kind of for those who don't know, I forecast for energy related stuff in the northeastern US. And so we were talking about this yesterday, and I thought with that high risk in the mid Mississippi Valley, I thought we were going to be seeing some significant power outages in like western Tennessee, western Kentucky, and then that those areas are tied to the market that we primarily trade in. But the most of the power outages this morning were in Ohio and Indiana. So we had all these tornadoes down in Arkansas and Tennessee, but they must not have hit Memphis.
Well, and I think Illinois saw a lot of tornado activity yesterday, like a lot of discrete supercells that weren't part of like just a big long line,
Right.
And some of them that went across the Ohio Valley were pretty wild, pretty nasty. Look at this thing just getting cohesive into a
Speaking
big stovepipe.
Speaking of power outages, I didn't realize until like 2 days ago there was a really big freezing rain event in the northern lower peninsula of Michigan. And there's like at one point there were 500,000 people without power up there, and there's not very many people up there. This morning it was 132,000, and like I hadn't heard anything about it. I just pulled up the power outage map, and Michigan was red, and I was like, "What the heck?"
Oh, Ontario got absolutely smacked last weekend, right?
That's probably the same storm then.
Correct, yeah. And then they had, luckily, it seemed to be the warm sector seemed to go a little further north yesterday. And I don't think they got the freezing rain that they were expecting in Ontario so much, which is good. I don't think they were expecting as much anyways as last weekend. But even then, when you have everything's weakened, look at this thing going nuclear now, right? Look at this tornado.
That's a big boy.
Well, and just picturesque, right? Backlit with the white,
Yeah.
Just picturesque.
What's the name of that town up there? Is it? Well, I know the name of it. How do you pronounce it? Is it Sault Ste. Marie?
Correct.
Ha ha ha! I did it.
But if you're from Ontario, you can just call it the Sioux.
Oh yeah.
That's like in Iowa. There's a city called Sioux City, Sioux, like the native tribe. And well, in Iowa they call it Sucks City or Sewer City.
We call all of Iowa Suck City.
That's because they're in the suck zone.
And wherever this tornado is, definitely Suck City.
You said that was in Arkansas?
In Arkansas.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
That's Kansas, but where the
Arkansas?
pirates live.
Yeah.
Yes. I have joined this show from Arkansas before when we went down for the solar eclipse.
Oh yeah. From the solar eclipse. Oh, that stop.
Forgot that. That is quite the tornado video, Brandon.
Wow.
Sketchy. Hey, Hilding. Hey, Karen. Welcome in.
Building, have you recovered from hanging out with Joey for a weekend?
Oh, I'm recovering. No, actually, we had a really good weekend. Didn't we, Joey?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I think so. The trip back was pretty special.
Yep.
Looks
Got
like you
to
guys
go,
had so much fun.
Hey, yeah, we did. And see, a friend of mine, Arnie Jack, had died. And we just happened to be down south. Stuart let me know when that happened, and was able to make it to the memorial there at Adams Lake First Nation.
Is this live?
Yes.
Dude, I'm out of touch, man. Where are
Yeah,
we
it's still
looking
rocking
at?
today, but not near as bad as yesterday. Not near as bad as yesterday. Severe storm threat appears to have
Oh, there's
decreased.
Memphis.
Appears to have decreased across Arkansas and Missouri. Arkansas.
In Wichita, so the Arkansas River goes through Wichita, and they call it the Arkansas River. Wichita being in Kansas.
Just to be confusing as heck, right?
Yeah. Actually, the big threat now in this region, I mean, obviously there's a small threat of tornadoes and stuff, but the big threat in this region now is flash flooding.
That's
They've
right.
got this stationary front parked basically from Abilene, Texas to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, with the heaviest rain following along that line within, say, like 150 kilometers either side of Memphis. And um, the that's just a lot of water for like 3 days. We've got high pressure down over Florida that's blocking it from moving further south. It'll finally make it south this weekend, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, very heavy rain right over that part of Tennessee, just north of Memphis. Going to be a big problem.
Additional rainfall, 1 to 3 inches over the next 6 hours from the Mississippi Valley into the Ohio River Valley. Peak rainfall rates of 1 to 1.5 inches per hour, locally up to 2 inches an hour. Holy,
That's 50 millimeters an hour.
That's nuts.
If
That's
this was
nuts.
snow, if this was snow, it would be 20 inches an hour.
Nuts. Absolutely crazy.
It's a good day to not be there.
So yeah, like Mark says, mostly stationary front analyzed to the northwestern Mississippi to middle Tennessee, eastern Kentucky. Greater coverage of thunderstorms was noted back in the west. Blah, blah, blah. Lots of talk there without a whole lot of time before Frankie gets here. But nothing crazy besides the flash flooding warnings. I think, like Mark says, that's really widespread in terms of what's going on for the severe weather down south right now. Meanwhile, what are we looking at this weekend? It's going to be really, really glorious, man. I'm really looking forward to this. Want to see?
I want rain.
Too bad. Too bad. This time you get the warm.
It's too early in the season. I already have, like, you know what? I can deal with it being sunny from like mid-June to the end of August. Let me have my rain until then.
I live up in a cold place where it's, if you can get a weekend of warm weather. I mean, it was up above 8 today, so I think we overproduced already here, which is telling for the weekend. I think it might be nicer than we thought. Look at this. You could really see where that line of weather is, caked up, right?
And there's that high, the surface high center near Bermuda. That Bermuda high isn't that like a summer pattern? The Bermuda high? That's crazy.
Look at this beautiful, beautiful weather tomorrow. Friday, still, 11s. Pretty nice on the peace side. 14s maybe, or above. That's really it. Look at this, Saturday. Oh, yeah. Bring it.
Oh, getting some of that downslope too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, she's downsloping. Definitely. Look at this, though. Look at this high down there. Like, what's this doing? Whack.
Oh, there's your cold air. That's a cold high. And this is what's finally going to dislodge the Bermuda high so that this cold front can finally stop moistening Memphis. I keep saying Memphis, but it's actually a little bit north of Memphis.
That's nuts, though. That's nuts. That's below zero. Like down to what's that? Oklahoma and whatnot.
New Mexico, yeah.
New
Well,
Mexico.
that's all pretty like it's not high elevation like Wyoming is, but I
Still,
mean
it's
it's
four
pretty
in the
high up
afternoon
there.
there.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
Yeah, I
This
didn't
is
look at the
midnight.
time.
That's what I was like mostly shocked about. Like,
I take it back.
yeah, middle of the afternoon and below zero. That is reaching into Texas. Look at that. Even Texas seen freezing in the afternoon.
It's
That's
uh it's
fucked
it's
up.
centered on Clovis, New Mexico, which is just one of the worst places I've ever been. Like it's the I've driven through it several times and like have you ever been to a really, really cheap Chinese buffet, like in the middle of nowhere in some town on the prairies?
Yeah, like everywhere in Canada, I've been had that.
So imagine that, but it's the Subway, and the Subway is the nicest place to eat in town.
Yeah, well,
It's not good.
at least they have Subway. Man, it could be really bad. Yeah, I had for New Year's Eve once. I went to a buffet, in Whitehorse there, and it's kind of the end of their day. Like they didn't seem to care too much about New Year's. I guess it wasn't their New Year's, and well, yeah, the rice was pretty chunky, hard,
The
and yeah, it
the
was
wor- the
pretty
worst
greasy, pretty hard on the
the wor-
guts.
the worst food mistake I ever made was eating sushi at a Chinese buffet in Council Bluffs, Iowa. From
Yeah,
now on, I do not eat sushi in landlocked states.
I just don't go to Iowa. Period. Ever
Yeah,
again.
well,
Still, look at this. Is this really going to happen? This is great. Come on, GFS. Aw, make it look
oh, you
nicer.
can't show the GFS for BC. There's too many mountains. The GFS sucks.
It does.
I'm feeling edgy today, apparently.
Icon. Yeah. See, Icon. 18's up there. Okay, well let's check out Sunday afternoon. What kind of weekend we gonna have here? Oh
Well, this
man,
is
it's
when
gonna
we
be.
start swinging that rain into the lower mainland. We start getting some rain chances Sunday afternoon.
Look at this. Look at this nice warm weather that's gonna be coming for Alberta for the next bunch of days.
Pull up Monday. I want to see the temperatures on Monday actually, because as we get this cold front moving up, there's enough warm air coming out of the south that it might actually warm up Alberta even more.
It's going to, yeah. Alberta's gonna get right toasty. A little bit of precip on Monday. Nothing fancy, nothing fancy. Woof. Woof 17s, and then over in Manitoba. Suck it.
My dad is going to be so thrilled with this, actually. He loves that cold weather. Like, those people who, like, you just don't understand how they can love the North, but they just are so energized by the cold. That's my dad.
Yeah, it's Joe Stover and me to a lesser degree.
Yeah, Joe Stover, especially.
Like it is true. Like I came back up here and I was like, ooh, it took me a day or two to kind of get used to it, but now I'm kind of happy again. I'm like, yeah, mountains.
Yeah, I told my dad, well, mountains, where my dad lives in Minnesota, he climbed. He walked up a hill and he wasn't even above the tops of the trees around him. So there's no redeeming qualities to northern Minnesota as far as outdoorsiness goes. I guess there's the lakes
Yeah, of course, it's
if
lake
you want to
country.
get eaten by mosquitoes.
Well, what I used to say about the bugs is I liked them because they kept the Torontonians in cottage country rather than the swampy, wastelands where Mum built her house. Finally, everyone going to get a bit of a warm up by seems like next week. Wow, it's going to take a long time for you, Ontario.
Look at this on the northern plains. We got if you roll it back, we got that northerly flow coming down into the Dakotas, and it's still like 15 degrees. Well, you rolled it back to the wrong hour, but that's fine. People can just believe me. It's still like 15 degrees coming out of Alberta down into the northern plains. That's crazy.
Well, you can
It's
see the
almost
yellows.
summer.
Yeah,
even got that thermal trough going on in the Texas Panhandle and in Sonora down there. We're
Look at
probably
that.
going to be starting to fire up the monsoon in those mountains in I don't even know what towns are over there, but east of Baja. Because how it works is the monsoon starts off pointed at the mountain, the Sierra Madre there, and then it slowly moves north as Arizona and New Mexico warm up into the summer.
Storm outbreaks out there in the Long Ranger. That's
I
a
don't
long
know.
ways out.
This hefty low could do something.
Yeah, that's a long ways. That's 2 weeks out. So,
Well, yeah, when any
but
weather
yeah,
model 2 weeks out, just toss in a storm event, like it's probably right. It's just like here in the winter, like just biased towards some rain. There's a good chance it's right.
but yeah, not much for bad weather for BC. I mean, messy, garbagey things like we're used to, but nothing like just
Gotta
regular spring grossness. Nothing
get those
screaming.
purples right over White Rock.
Ooh, that's a little more.
Oh, that's some wind out there for Tofino.
I mean, nothing. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be hard to make weather videos for the next little while. There's, BC. It's yeah, scattered crappiness, sunny
Good thing you got a
breaks.
lot to talk about on your politics videos.
Yeah. But all in all, this weekend's going to be completely lovely. We got that. Um, do you have like a tornado report ready for tonight, Brandon?
Tornado, as in there were 780 tornado warnings.
Things like that, yeah.
Or not 780 severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings together. Yeah,
And flash flood warnings too. That
and then
included
flash
all
flood
three.
warnings included all three. Yeah.
How many
780.
tornado reports were there?
Tornado reports. Actually, I can go in and take a look here. Actually, what the
I could too, but I'm feeling lazy.
I'll go
A lot.
a lot. Where is that? Ah, right here. All right, so gotta find it first. To go in here.
Yeah, we can share video and stuff as well because it goes on the radio now, not TV. We can do whatever we want.
I was getting kind of nervous with it being on Rogers because when I was growing up, my grandpa kept telling me I had a face for radio.
Brandon's looking for the tornado stuff. We'll get the tornado stuff tonight for everybody. It's going to be great. Frankie here in 2 minutes. Countdown to Frankie. Frankie time coming.
43 tornadoes report.
How many? 43?
43.
Nice.
448 winds. Hails 205.
How many of those were significant hails? Do you have that page up?
Yeah, I got it on my phone here. Yeah.
Reading some of those discussions before the event, like as they're prepping those watches, like one of them was ooh, one of them was like the tornadoes could be up to 190-mile-an-hour winds, which is like 300-kilometer-an-hour winds, and they're calling this out in a public-facing alert. That was pretty crazy. And then, of course, there was the chance of like grapefruit-size hail or something.
Yeah. I see a lot of quarters and ping pongs. There's a lot. There's egg size, golf ball. And also got.
I always like how they have to like.
Oh, there's.
They feel like they have to call them hen eggs, like there's going to be rooster eggs or something.
It's the only.
Tennis ball size. That's a good size. Yeah.
It's the only eggs.
Yeah, hey Joey, I'm here.
Frankie's here. It's time to go. Okay, I'm gonna hit record.
Get going.
And then I'll dig up the thing. Egg size hail reported yesterday. Egg size hail down there in the States. And as you know, that's the only kind of eggs that they'll be getting anytime soon down there, I guess, in those parts of the place. It's Comedeorological Report. Let's go. Come on, here we go. Come on, here we go.
Well, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, Frankie's got the weather we got. Wait a minute. Well, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, Frankie's got the weather or not.
It's the Comedeorological Report. I'm Joey, only your host up here in Wells, British Columbia. Up in the mountains, 3,953 feet above sea level. Lots of snow here still, but a lovely day we had indeed. It's your show about how much the weather sucks in Canada. And we're here with our panel, and of course, Frankie McDonald, the man himself, the legend out in Sydney, Nova Scotia, to join us here on CFR 88.7 FM in Prince George, CKUW 95.9 FM in Winnipeg, and 92.9 CFBX Kamloops. That's right. Okay, well, on the panel tonight, of course, back with me is Hilding Donaldson, who we just went to Penticton together last weekend. You could... if you're watching here in the live stream, of course, maybe you can't right now, here on Joey Only Caribbean Weather Dude YouTube channel, but you can go there and see many of the concerts I saw myself at Ignite the Arts Festival. What a fantastic, fabulous time Hilding and I had. We can talk about that with Hilding when we get to that time. Of course, Frankie, as I said, but also our longtime sidekick here, Brandon Hauk, out there in Brooks, Alberta, the radio weatherman himself. He's here, and meteorologist Mark Ingalls as well, down in southwestern British Columbia. Also with us tonight is Karen Richards in Prince George. I think that's more or less our lineup. I think, Michael McGregor has just showed up as well from Winnipeg. That's the lineup so far, but you never know who's going to show up because I didn't make any plans because, plans are for cowards. Okay, Frankie McDonald, he is the man of the hour. Yesterday he was featured on CTV News out there in Nova Scotia, and he looked really good. He did a really good job. Frankie McDonald.
Frankie!
Can you yodel for us? Who has the worst weather in the world, Frankie?
Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie!
Frankie McDonald, how you doing so far, buddy?
Things are great so far. Lots of ice pellets in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Right now, I played an intensive April Fool's joke about 30 plus centimeters of snow. Sydney, Nova Scotia happened on Friday. That was a major April Fool's joke I ever did. And did you hear about this? Yes, Quebec. Right now, and all around Sept-Îles, Quebec and Baie-Comeau, Quebec, lots of snow in Quebec and Labrador range right now. There's a lot of thunderstorms going on in Arkansas right now. Then it got some more snow in Montreal, and it's going to bring some rain in Nova Scotia. No change in the rain in Brunswick and Nova Scotia and PEI, Newfoundland. And it's going to bring some cold temperatures going on the Great Lakes region this week coming up. And you got some lots of cold air going to return with rain in Vancouver, British Columbia Sunday to Monday coming up. It's going to bring cooler normal temperatures once again next week in Vancouver, Victoria, and all those places. It's going to bring rain and snow mix in Wells, British Columbia, and things like this. And it's going to turn nice into the rainy weather in Vancouver, British Columbia this week coming up. Then it got some cold weather in Hudson Bay, James Bay, and Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Iowa, and all those places. Then it got some lots of rain this Sunday coming up in Oklahoma. And it's going to be so much rain and hail and severe thunderstorms in Arkansas and parts of going to head towards Tennessee and Atlanta and all those places. It's going to bring a lot of thunderstorms in southeastern United States. And it's going to bring lots of rain in Texas as well. It's going to bring snow in eastern and northern Texas and New Mexico. And it's going to bring some even snow in parts of Mexico as well.
Yeah, so we were looking at that pre-show there. It's going to get down to 0 in the middle of the day on Monday afternoon in New Mexico.
And somewhere in New Mexico, near the Mexico border. And it's going to be really cold there. And it's going to affect to get some cooler air and showers affecting parts of California too. Then it got some lots of dry weather and it's going to bring really warm temperatures in Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Utah next week as well, and Nevada, all those places as well. And weather all across Mexico and Guatemala, lots of dry weather in Mexico right now. There's a lot of rain and thunderstorms in Guatemala and parts of Cancun, Mexico, parts of Costa Rica next week in El Salvador, Honduras, Nigeria. Lots of rain and thunderstorms in Panama right now, and weather down South America right next week. It's coming up. It's going to rain a lot of rain and thunderstorms in Venezuela, Colombia, parts of Peru, parts of Ecuador, parts of Bolivia. It's going to bring lots of rain and thunderstorms in Amazon rainforest of Brazil. It's really dry in northern Chile right now, and windy conditions. It's lots of rain in southern tip of Chile and Antarctica, and they got some snow up in the mountains of Chile. Then they got some cold weather in parts of places like in Falkland Islands. They got warm air, cold air fighting each other because their winter starts on June 20th. Then they got some rain in Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo, Brazil. This Saturday, Sunday coming up. They got some lots of thunderstorm rain going on right now. India is getting extremely hot weather right now. This is their summertime. Lots of rain going on in Portugal and parts of Spain right now. In England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, it's really warm right now. So it's France. And oh man, they got this recent forecast in parts of Norway, Finland, and Sweden, and all those places, and cold temperatures, including Germany. They got some cool weather in Germany, Poland, Belarus, and Moscow, Russia right now. Then they got some snow up in the mountains in Croatia, Bosnia, and all those places right now. It's warm in Italy right now. They got to turn cold air. In Albania, Greece, and Turkey, they got snow in Turkey right now, and even parts of Syria next week as well. Then it's really warm and rainy in Turkey right now. Then it's cold air is going to take over Greece and Turkey sometime in the middle of next week as well. And the weather all across East Asia, like Japan, and lots of rain going on, and lots of showers, and cooler temperatures in Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, and Sapporo. And they got cold temperatures in South Korea, North Korea. Temperatures gradually warming up in Vladivostok, Russia, and Siberia, and the parts of Mongolia is getting a little bit of warm temperatures. It got rain and snow. And Yakutsk, Russia, and Yakutsk is supposed to be going above freezing for the first time since fall. And Wuhan, China, is lots of showers and forecasts of warm temperatures. It's cooler in Beijing, China right now. Lots of showers going on in Hong Kong right now. Lots of rain thunderstorms in the Philippines right now. Parts of Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore starting to get in the rainy season. Lots of thunderstorms going on in Thailand, Vietnam, Laos. It's getting rainier in Bangladesh and Myanmar. India's into their summer right now. Extremely hot in Delhi, India. This is their summertime. Lots of rain thunderstorms in Sri Lanka right now. Lots of rain thunderstorms going on in Tanzania, Africa. It's really dry in Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq. And they got some rain in the forecast in Iraq and parts of Syria right now. Then they got some really hot temperatures in Saudi Arabia, but showers in the forecast. Those United Arab Emirates and all those places, Qatar, Yemen, and all those places. And lots of, in Northern Africa, lots of showers. They got showers going on in the forecast in Nigeria and Ghana right now. Lots of rain thunderstorms in Congo, DR Congo, Uganda, and all those places right now. In Southern Africa, lots of rain in South Africa, Angola, Namibia right now, and Mozambique, Madagascar, La Reunion, and Rentis Islands, South Africa, Botswana. Lots of rain and thunderstorms going on right now. Botswana is soon be entering a dry season. And in the Northern Territory, Australia, and lots of dry weather and rain going on in Northern Australia. It's showers in the forecast of Perth, Australia. In Sydney, Australia, it's dry right now. It's fall here or there right now. It's really hot in Central Australia right now. Down New Zealand right now, the weather down New Zealand. A lot of rain and thunderstorms going, lots of rain and really hot temperatures in Auckland, New Zealand, Wellington, New Zealand. And the summer's not letting up in New Zealand. Like Gisborne, New Zealand, lots of rain, thunderstorms, and hot temperatures, including Gisborne, New Zealand, Hamilton, New Zealand, Napier, Hawke's Bay, New Zealand, Hamilton, New Plymouth, and Wellington, New Zealand. And Gisborne, New Zealand, lots of rain and forecast and windy conditions. In Christchurch, you got warm temperatures in Invercargill, New Zealand, with showers in the forecast. You got colder temperatures heading towards Invercargill, New Zealand on Monday coming up. In Queenstown and Christchurch and all those places, you got more rain and forecast in South Island, New Zealand as well. The high pressure goes counterclockwise in New Zealand, and low pressure goes clockwise in New Zealand. Antarctica is getting dark out right now. Up in the Arctic, starting to get more daylight. Daylight's getting longer up in the Arctic Circle, and up the North Pole, and the daylight's getting way shorter. It's going to be dark 24 hours a day sometime next month in Antarctica.
It's time to get out of Antarctica. Getting cold down there. Frankie McDonald, World Weather Report. So we had new fake Frankies today, Frankie. New fake Frankies. People who pretend that they're Frankie McDonald, but who actually aren't Frankie McDonald. What about these people, Frankie?
I reported them.
Yeah, I report them too. Here's another one. Frankie McDonald. We reported one earlier in the show. How many Frankie... Oh, no, I don't want to just block them. I want to report them. How many fake Frankies do you think there's been over the years?
Well, quite a few of them. I reported them.
Like hundreds, eh?
Frankie McDonald.
Hundreds of fake Frankies out there. Why do people...
They don't know any better. Yeah, they click Frankie McDonald.
There we go. Submitted. Reported. Another one. So anytime you see a fake Frankie McDonald out there, report them. Because we want to make sure that the real Frankie McDonald is the only thing that we share out there. Any questions for Frankie McDonald?
Yes.
Meteorologist Mark Ingalls has a question for you, Frankie.
Yes, Frankie, what is the best thing to put on nachos?
Salsa.
Salsa. Do you like spicy salsa or mild salsa?
It's like a hot sauce.
Spicy.
It's like a dark red hot sauce.
All right.
Do you like
I think
it
Mike
really?
had one too.
Do you like the really spicy salsa, Frankie?
It's like just a regular red hot sauce, not like ketchup. It's just a hot sauce to put in nachos.
Frankie, one time I had salsa in Norway and I got medium salsa and it had no spice at all. So I guess Norway can't take anything spicy.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, that's true because in Norway they don't have spicy
In
things.
Canada, a lot of food spices come from Mexico, like red peppers, green peppers, tiny peppers. They come from Mexico.
Well, they won't be coming from America anymore. I think they got a tariff on salsa now.
I've learned a lot of it comes from India too. It's pretty difficult here because like if you go to a restaurant owned by Canadians, the spice level with the number of chilies is not the same as it is if you go to a restaurant owned by Indians or Thai people.
Yeah, that's totally true. And that's why you want to go to restaurants owned by...
and sauce that they come from Mexico.
Want to go get the authentic thing if you like spice like I do.
A lot of food spices come from Mexico.
Do you like spicy food, Frankie?
Yes, a lot of them come from Mexico.
What's your favorite spicy thing, Frankie?
I like the spicy food, like hot, like suicide wings. To get spices come from Mexico or Thailand.
Yeah, the suicide wings. That's the best stuff. Any other questions for Frankie? There are no other questions, it appears.
I do.
Oh, Mike McGregor has one. Yeah, my screen just doesn't have you because it's only got so many people, and then whoever talks last gets put to death. So now you will be in the. Hey, Mike, ask your question.
Frankie, what is your most number one favorite topping on ice cream? I'm going from spicy to sweet.
Chocolate syrup.
Do you like to put any toppings on top, like caramel? Or
I put chocolate syrup on the top of the vanilla ice cream, or combination of chocolate and vanilla.
What about salsa, Frankie? You like salsa on there?
No salsa on ice cream. Salsa. That means that you're here with this, like a red hot sauce. It's like a Mexican style dark red hot sauce on nachos.
So you could eat ice cream with nacho chips. That'd be pretty good. Anyways, we can't talk about food forever because there's so much important stuff out there that we have to get to. That's really important that we get to. So, we had this tornado outbreak yesterday. We got warm weather coming up into BC and Alberta, maybe a little bit Saskatchewan, not so much for Manitoba.
Then it got a lot of rain in New Zealand, including more rain for South Island, New Zealand. They got cold temperatures coming from Antarctica next week because it's fall year there. Leaves are changing colors in New Zealand already.
Oh, look out, New Zealand. You're going to get...
The Brandon Houck Report.
Oh, hi. This is the Brandon Houck Report.
Brought to you by...
Smoking good
barbecue.
Brandon Hauk report. How you doing out there, Brandon Hauk?
Oh, I put some salsa on my smoking good barbecue. That's right. That's
right. Yeah, I like salsa on a hot dog or something.
Just kidding, no. But yeah, doing great. By the way, we had our the final finale of our Prairie Girls Gala show up earlier today, and I guess yeah, the whole event raised $56,000 for the Stars Air ambulance. So pretty awesome stuff there.
That is pretty good. You raised all that money and you got to sleep with all these babes. You got auctioned off.
Got auctioned off, yes, for $2,000. Yeah, $2,000. That's what I went for. Oh yes.
Well, there you go, everyone on the show. If you want some time with Brandon, $2,000.
There you go. Yeah, $2,000.
Send care of the Comedeorological report.
Yes. And then yeah, we got hockey playoffs coming up here. Bandits and West Kelowna Warriors, by the way. So that's going to be a good series, I think. It shall be. Maybe
go Bandits.
Maybe we'll play the Prince George Spruce Kings once. Maybe we'll see this playoff season. Hopefully that will be a good season. I've seen that series before. That was really good before too. So that starts tomorrow, and then next week we got like 8:00 hockey games. So we'll see if I have enough energy to be on the show by the time those 8:00 games are done. But anyways, talking about the weather story here over the week, it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride of weather across most of the country, especially I'd say Ontario. Yesterday, they started the day off with snow, and then they got ice pellets, and they got freezing rain, and then they got heavy rain, then they got thunderstorms, and they had thunder and lightning with the freezing rain. So it was a wild day there, and that system moved out into Atlantic Canada today with snow and ice and all that good stuff there. And then for us, we had this, we'll start off the week pretty decent, and then this convective little system started off on Tuesday night there. It actually saw thunder and lightning in the Calgary area Tuesday evening as it started off as a rain event. And then it, as that colder air moved in from the north, that switched it all over to snow, and it became quite a significant amount of snow for Wednesday morning. And those flakes were they were huge snowflakes at 3 a.m. on Wednesday there. With the, as I said, significant amount of snow. We had about 11 centimeters of snow here, so we still got snow on the ground right now from this snow event. And some areas even got up to 15 centimeters of snow. Then round 2 happened last night into this morning along the foothills, so a few localities picked up at least 25 centimeters of snow in the last 24 to 48 hours. So big time snow here in southern Alberta, much needed precipitation with some areas in kind of drought conditions there. And now as the system has moved out, high pressure has moved in, and that high pressure system is going to be sticking around well into next week. With this weekend temperatures, the warming trend is going to really start to ramp up in the next couple of days. So we'll get up to single numbers near seasonal average on Friday. And then Saturday, we'll see temperatures getting into the teens. And then Sunday, low to mid-teens. And we could potentially crack 20 degrees by Monday of next week. And lots of sunshine, pretty much nothing but sun for the next number of days through the weekend into early next week in southern Alberta. And the other story, we'll have to keep an eye on the potential for convection next week as well. But looks like it's going to be primarily showers, at least. Now, yesterday we had this significant tornado outbreak in the portions of the United States. At least 43 tornado reports that I saw on the latest tornado report situation from yesterday there. A couple of big ones. That very large tornado touched down near Lake City, Arkansas there. Significant damage there. And I've kind of written down some of the stuff on my book of stuff here of weather logging. So I like writing this stuff down just to look back at everything in the near future there. But yeah, I think I put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 12 tornadoes in this book that were more significant there. And we also had a strong tornado last night in Holly Springs, Mississippi, Selmer, Tennessee. those are a couple of other stronger tornadoes. Also, some big hail too, hand egg size hail, baseballs, and I saw spiky tennis ball size hail report in there as well. So yeah, that was quite a storm system yesterday, and still dealing with severe weather in the next couple of days here across that side of the United States. Today was a little quieter, but as we there's a look at that very large tornado at Lake City, Arkansas, right there, and I think this is this is Storm Chaser Brandon's feed there that he got on that tornado as it crossed the road in front of him there, and that is some insane footage how close he got to that tornado. That very large tornado at Lake City, Arkansas. And I also shared another video earlier of the start of this tornado. This is the same tornado that we saw from earlier that started at Bay, Arkansas, moved right through Lake City, and right into Monteet, and then on into what's the town's name again? Yeah.
That means
Leashville.
how's
Yes.
Imogen doing?
Oh, Imogen. She's well, I think she's gonna be on Canada's Got Talent here in a couple weeks. Not sure when, but yeah.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
And did you hear about this? And basically,
I
I
already
had
released
plane
it on our
today.
page. Maybe.
So apparently I can't share video anymore on the show.
Can't share video.
What happened? What there must be a computer problem.
Computer problems.
Yeah, we tried last week. Remember, Frankie? And
Joey, it only happens when you're recording.
And Joey, you might need a whole new desktop computer.
Oh boy.
yeah, well, I don't have that. Let's not talk about that yet. I could definitely use some upgrades in RAM and whatnot, but something's going on there. There's some. This only started since those last rounds of updates and whatnot, right?
That means the company will fix it sooner or later.
Who knows? But I guess we can't share videos through that methodology anymore on the show, I guess. I have to have some other plan for how to do it. So we'll figure that out down the road. Brandon, what were you saying? I cut you off by showing back up to the show that I host.
Oh, yeah, I was just talking about the tornado and then a couple other things. I'll talk about a couple other stories too before I go. I guess.
Over in Russia, you're not allowed to speak against the government, period.
Oh, no. I guess not. No. However, a couple of wild criminals last couple of days. There are two dudes out on a police, we're in a chase, I guess, a police chase. And they got away, but then they decided to stop at the gas station and fill up their tires with air. So that didn't work out for them, I guess, because the police were able to catch up to them. And yeah, so there's that story. And then another criminal out of Pakistan. He's trying to steal. He's a thief here. Okay, he's trying to steal electrical cables. Okay, so he working on trying to steal these electrical cables, and then he fell into a well. Yeah, so then he had to call for help.
So that did not go well for him.
No, did not go well for him. They had to bring, police.
And I had a professional boxer, Ryan Rosicki's fighting on May 3rd in Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Wow. That is awesome. And I guess
I'll
do it for the Brandon Houck Report.
If I could give some advice to criminals out there is to just be prepared, right? Frankie, be prepared. Don't go do your robbery with flat tires already. Make sure your tires are pumped up. Okay, anyways, the Brandon Houck Report. Thanks for that wonderful, rousing report, Brandon Houck. Meteorologist Mark Ingalls. Are you there?
Yes, hello. Yes. Are you there?
Man. Yeah, I'm here. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Miss me? Here I am.
Yeah, since I'm not going to get an intro song, I am going to ask Brandon Houck to humor me here for a second. So I accidentally today we made I made JoJo's, or like potato wedges, depending on where you're from, and I had ketchup with them, but I accidentally rubbed.
JoJo's.
You never heard them called JoJo's? Maybe that's just a Washington thing.
That's offensive.
You're offensive. Go back to your broken internet. So I accidentally rubbed the ketchup in my eyes, and
That's
now
what
I
you
have
get.
hindsight.
Hindsight.
Oh,
Hindsight.
Next time you use salsa.
Yeah.
yeah. I'll use Norwegian salsa, I think.
Miracle
fair enough.
Sight for Miracle Whip. If you had Miracle Whip on your face, it'd be called a Miracle Sight.
Yeah, but then you'd be breaking out all over your face because it's like rubbing eggs on your like raw egg on your face. That's gross. Now I
I
have
had
this
to make it
horrible
interesting.
vision. My face feels dirty just thinking about that, Mike.
I had to make it interesting somehow.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you mentioned interesting because the weather here in White Rock is not. It's sunny. I kind of have the shade down because the lighting doesn't work very well, and we're still working on where we're going to put our table. Um, but it's been sunny. We had some showers, I think yesterday morning. I'm literally looking at the mountains right now outside of Chilliwack. I can't remember what they're called, but like I can see the North Cascades, see Twin Sisters over in Washington. It's beautiful.
Golden
And we're
Ears.
gonna. No, it's not Golden Ears.
No?
It's south. It's like southeast of Chilliwack.
Well, there's
Um,
the big one's Baker.
yeah, Baker's blocked by a high rise. Dang it! Now you're gonna make me look this up.
But there's also
Um,
Mount Chiam, which I've climbed, and Lady Peak.
no, I think it started with an H. Oh no, it's Welsh Peak. Sorry, Welsh Peak, east, south of Hope, south of Hope. Highway 1 goes right by it at Bridal Falls.
Yeah, it's Chiam
Okay.
Peak,
Oh well. Okay.
Mount Chiam.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Champ. Right. Sorry, I couldn't hear you very well because you're not on your normal apparatus because you can't get your computer working.
I climbed that mountain once.
So yeah, I can see it. We actually got the alpenglow going on. It's a little pink right now on the snow and the glaciers that are still on the mountain. It's just absolutely beautiful here. Unfortunately, it's not raining. It hasn't rained in a couple of days. We did have some good thunderstorms. Did the thunderstorms happen after the show? I think they did last week. And I did get to catch some of the thunderstorm activity, but I also slept because I have to be at work at 5 a.m. But it's sunny. It's going to be sunny straight through. I think we'll start to see some increasing clouds on Saturday as we get a cold front coming into BC that'll bring rain on Sunday. And then we'll have rain showers here in the lower mainland through into next week. It's an active weather pattern again, but we're getting pretty warm. Ryan Vatalainen was over there in Vancouver, guaranteeing that away from the water, it's going to be 20 degrees this weekend. And I don't know about that. And I'm going to politely disagree with Ryan. I don't know about that for necessarily like New Westminster or Richmond or anything. But maybe over towards Abbotsford, you could see 20 degrees. Might happen. And then we
I can
cool
see it
off
in the
with that.
interior. Like I can see it for Penticton or somewhere.
Right. Those real low elevation spots in the interior. I think Kelowna and Kamloops could also do it, though I haven't looked super closely. It is going to be a warm. It's going to be a warm Saturday. I think Sunday is going to be warm in the interior too, because you won't have those increased clouds because we get it first here, obviously in the
That
lower
means
mainland.
when I get my own smartphone ready to show the videos on your show about my weather reports, like the major April Fool's trick and later in the show, I'm getting my smartphone ready and getting it charged.
Okay,
Frankie's
Frank.
ready.
You could just share. You probably could just share screen on your computer, Frankie.
He's looking now.
There's a share
I'll,
screen.
I'll finish up here while Frankie sets that up. We had quite the severe weather outbreak, like Brandon Howe talked about. Over last weekend, there was a big freezing rain event too in Michigan and Ontario. The northern end of the north end of the lower peninsula of Michigan. At one point, there were over 400,000 customers without power, and there's not a lot of people in that part of the state. It's kind of Detroit and Grand Rapids and Ann Arbor, and that's kind of it. We're talking kind of over by Sault Ste. Marie, which I confirmed I am pronouncing right. Good job, me. And of course, that freezing rain also occurred in northern Ontario, right across the lake there. So yeah, I think it's looking pretty warm.
Check this out. Josh is trying to park his car in the driveway right now, but he's like hitting the snowbank.
Maybe you should park his car for him, and he can fix your computer for you.
This is really good.
I'm sharing the screen.
Oh, come on. Oh no, he's in there pretty good now. He's okay.
Yeah,
that's right on, Frank. He's figured it out.
So that's the end of my report, and good night, guys.
Good night, Mark.
Night, Mark.
Night, Mark.
It's 2025. It's going to bring 30 savings. It's going to be
I can't really hear it though, Frankie. I think there's the share sound thing. So if you stop sharing screen and then do it again, when it offers you, I'm gonna teach Frankie how to use the Zoom here, because apparently my computer can't handle it. It's finally turned back on, but I dare not. It's going to take a while to load back up. I dare not try to share a video again, because last week we did it like 16 times. So when you do that, there's like two little boxes, and one says share sound, Frankie. You're gonna have to find when you first, so you have to like close it, probably stop sharing screen, and then do it again, and then it'll offer you the
and I could do a smartphone way.
Now try sharing screen, and then when it gives up that box, oh, you almost had it, buddy. He's given up on it. He's given up on it.
I'm getting the smartphone ready.
When you just hit the share screen again, Frankie. And when you do it, it'll bring up the box to share the screen, and just make sure you click the thing that says share sound too.
Yes, I'm going to try it again.
Yeah. Once you get that,
share screen.
There's a little box, little tick. You got to tick.
Share sound.
That's the one. Excellent, Frankie.
This is Frankie McDonald to my own TV station live in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Massive snowstorm is headed towards Sydney, Nova Scotia and the rest of Nova Scotia on Friday, April the 4th, 2025. It's going to bring 30 plus centimeters of snow. Winds are going to be really strong. It's going to cause blown drifts of snow, especially in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, and Sydney. It's going to bring a whole lot of snow, blown drift of snow, reduced visibilities, dangerous and treacherous driving conditions. It's going to bring straight roads, highways, and trains. Canada will be so covered. There'll be big, huge, gigantic snow drifts, and it's going to be so much snow in Nova Scotia. It's going to bring a heavy amounts of snow in Nova Scotia on Friday, April 4th, 2025. I want every single person to be extra prepared, be mentally prepared as well. People in Nova Scotia, be prepared. Hey, if you're with the boots, winter jackets, hats, and gloves, scarves, ski pants, it's ready. Order pieces and orange shines food. Buy case of Pepsi, buy case of Coke. Do your grocery shopping, don't wait till last minute. Do it right now. Make sure your smartphones, cell phones, laptops, tablets, shirts, ever 3G, 4G, 5G, and LTE, and rat race well. With a drive car, take your time, drive car, slow down, so don't get in car accidents. When you go for a walk, be very careful walking, see adults in fall. Make sure your furnace and heat pumps ready. Turn on your furnace, keep those warm. Drink lots of green tea, white tea, red tea. Drink lots of green tea, keep warm. Have your extra blankets ready, keep them warm as well. Make sure your shovel, snow scoop, snow blower, snow plow, salt trucks are ready as well. If everybody live in Nova Scotia, be prepared for a massive snowstorm on Friday, April 4, 2025. Take care, stay safe. Don't get caught in a massive snowstorm. Stay warm, be safe.
Massive snowstorm, Frankie. Did people believe it? Were they all scared? Were they like, Frankie says there's going to be a massive snowstorm?
This is Frankie McDonald, my own TV station live in Sydney, Nova Scotia. This is Frankie McDonald, my own TV station live in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Major winter storm is headed towards Thunder Bay, Ontario on Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. It's going to bring 25 to 30 centimeters of snow or more in Thunder Bay and surrounding areas. It's going to affect Kenora, Dryden, Fort Francis, Eccleton, and Yes, Ontario. It's going to bring a lot of snow. Winds are going to be really strong. It's going to cause blown, drifted snow, reduced visibility, dangerous and treacherous driving conditions in Thunder Bay, Ontario, and the surrounding areas as well. And streets, roads, highways, and trains can't have be snow covered in Thunder Bay, Ontario. Is going to cause big, huge snow drifts, blown snow, drifted snow, reduced visibilities, dangerous and treacherous driving conditions. It's going to bring a whole lot of blown snow in Thunder Bay, Ontario. It's going to go all the way down the Ontario-Minnesota border. It's going to bring lots of snow, including Duluth, Minnesota as well. People in Thunder Bay, Ontario, be prepared. Heavy winter boots, winter jackets, hats, and gloves, scarves, ski pants ready. Order your pizzas and orange Chinese food. Buy cases of Pepsi, buy cases of Coke. Do your grocery shopping, don't wait till the last minute. Do it right now. Make sure you have your smartphone, cell phones, laptops, tablets, church, ever 3G, 4G, 5G, and LTE radio as well. When you drive a car, take your time, drive a car, slow down, so you don't get in a car accident. When you go for a walk, be very good walking, seat don't slip and fall. Make sure if your furnace heat pump's ready. Turn on your furnace heat pumps, keep those warm. Drink lots of green tea, white tea, red tea. Drink lots of green tea, keep warm. Hey, for extra blankets for keep it warm as well. Make sure if your shovel, snow scoop, snowblower, snowplow, socks, trucks ready as well. If everybody lives down in Thunder Bay, Ontario, be prepared for a major winter storm on Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. Take care, stay safe. And don't get caught in a major winter storm. Stay warm and be safe.
Yeah, Frankie Imogen just showed up too.
Hey everybody, it's Frankie McDowell. Massive snowstorm that hit Nova Scotia on Friday, April 4th, 2000. Hey everybody, it's Frankie McDowell. Massive snowstorm that hit Nova Scotia on Friday, April 4th, 2025 was a massive April Fool's joke I made in a long time. From Frank Dowd. That was the biggest April Fool's joke ever.
The biggest April Fool's joke ever. You sure got him, Frankie. For people like
it turns out to be April Fool's. I played a gigantic trick.
Were people in Sydney all getting ready for a big snowstorm, Frankie?
And people in Nova Scotia and I just did a video and said April Fools.
That's great. That's great. Well, who else do we have still here on the screen? We got Mike, we got Karen, we got Hilden, we got Imogen. Who would like to go next here on our dysfunctional radio show?
Let Karen go because she's been waiting patiently.
Karen Richards.
All right. Well, I don't really have much to say, but Joey, so you traveled last Friday. Did you get caught up in that winter snowstorm on the highways like I did?
Yeah, it wasn't like much of a snowstorm. I mean, there was some nasty spots both on Friday and Monday coming and going. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I'm a Wellesian, so it's nothing to me.
Okay,
but other
so
people, I can understand how it would be really bad.
I got caught up in like a massive blizzard, wet, slushy snow crap from Williams Lake to 100 Mile. I was fine, but my sister was freaking out the whole way. It was bad.
Well, it was pretty good for us actually. Most of the ride, we managed to get through the daylight and get through the most of it. And yeah, what else you got there?
Well, and now it's absolutely beautiful here. Beautiful, nice sunny conditions. Snow is melting. Everything is good. It's all good.
I think so too. I'm looking forward to a nice warm weekend. How about you, Hilding?
Yeah, well, we've had a nice warm day this morning. It was totally clear skies, and a few clouds blew over during the day, but nothing bad. The calves are all enjoying the warm weather and romping around on the hillside. I sent you a couple of pictures just in the chat room there. If there's a way to post them up, I don't know.
I think anybody but me should share things right now.
Yeah.
Seems to be unsafe.
That means, and did you hear about this? There's another guy can share videos like that, Mark Ingalls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk more about our trip here when we get a few minutes. Mike or Imogen? Imogen, how you doing?
Pretty groovy. How's everyone today? Fantastic. Yeah.
I am in
Okay,
Jin. It's Frankie Dow. Things are great so far.
I appreciate they introduce yourself every single time, Frankie. We video chat like twice a day. So, but in the like 5 hours since you called me, I might have forgotten who you are.
Yeah, I'm Frankie Down once again on the Comedeorological Weather Report. Don't forget Frankie Down.
Don't forget.
Frankie, my dear, you are unforgettable. Absolutely unforgettable, Frankie Mac.
How's the weather over in Vancouver, Emojin? Zapping lightning bolts?
I wouldn't know. I'm not in Vancouver, but I understand it's very
I'm gonna
similar
get
to
lots of
Victoria,
rain.
where I actually am.
Lots of rain ahead for Victoria next week.
See, we get promised lots of rain, and it rarely happens. We were promised all sorts of great stuff the other day. We were promised a big lightning storm, lots of lightning bolts everywhere, because Frankie's whipping them, but no. We had like 10 minutes of lightning, and that was it.
Hey, that was
We
a
had
good
brief-
10 minutes there, Imogen.
It was a good 10 minutes, and then it was just, cloudy and kind of windy and kind of damp. I don't know. Good time to stay inside and write more tepid, bland music. So, kind of what I did. I made bread and wrote music. So it was a good day. It was a good day.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I made music this weekend. Didn't make bread though. Actually, I made bread in a sense,
Hey, Joe, your birthday's coming up soon.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that.
You wait long enough, all our birthdays are coming up.
Yeah, I've been still trying to forget. Yeah, trying to. Oh boy, yeah, it's true. It's coming up. I'm gonna be older. Yeah, that's true. Thanks for reminding me. What else we got here besides that?
Then I got Hilding Donaldson and Karen
Back to
Richards.
Hilding.
I'll go in a couple of minutes here.
Mike will go in a couple minutes. Okay, I'm almost completely back here. I got Zoom almost working. It took so long. And you know what's going to happen is I'm going to switch over, and then it's going to be like all whack. It'll be like, "Bow."
Karen asked about the snowstorm. We did run into slash around 100 Mile House, but we sure didn't run into the volume that I thought we might. Like we had maybe a couple of 2 or 3 kilometer stretches that were bad. And the rest of it wasn't really much to be worried about.
Really? Because, it was nasty from Williams Lake to 100 Mile for me. You guys must have been through there earlier, though.
Let's see. We were through there between 12 and 2.
Okay, so actually after me.
Yeah, you could see there had been more earlier, but it wasn't causing any trouble on the road anymore. You could see there was some had been plowed to the edge, and there was slush that had melted, but nothing was freezing to the road, so it wasn't really dangerous.
Yeah, so I was through there at 10. Williams Lake at 10, and it was horrid, Hilding. Horrid.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I could see that it would have been. Yeah. Yeah, because we just got into the end of it right then.
I just got the knack for leaving at the right time. It's like we gotta be there at the warm time of the days when we want to be at some of those places, some of those high countries. Yep. I'm back, and it's actually a worse camera, but better sound, right? Good trade off. Can't share videos. Not gonna try it ever again. I'm done. I'm out. No more video. What we can do, you can still share videos off your computer as well, Frankie. We'll teach you that one next week. So you can just share your Frankie videos directly off the computer.
I already learned it already.
And not have to go to YouTube and whatnot. So Mike McGregor's ready out there in Manitoba. It's going to get warmer for us, but not for you. It's your turn.
I'm going to take that back, Joey. It's actually kind of warmer today than what it was the last 3 days. We were stuck in the minuses the last 4 to 5 days. Justin says it's been actually been warm enough where he is, that his snow has melted completely, whereas us, our weather has been on the fritz. Like today was the first day, was got it +4. Just wouldn't stop snowing the last few days. I swear the weather has been on a fritz. I actually just took my Christmas decorations down, had some on the window, and I'm like, oh, it'll stop snowing. Sure enough, the night of, it snowed again. So we've been stuck in this pattern. I think Joey, you guys sent all the snow to us, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
It's been good though. I think we're gonna get into a warmer weather pattern next week. Some temperatures maybe in the teens, closer to 20 degrees. I'm on the kind of hopeful side that it sticks because normally, like I remember last year at this time it was like 15, 16 degrees outside. And then one of the long range weather models was hinting at thunderstorms on the 13th of April. So it's crazy that we're, just getting out of snow and then it's gonna, be a chance for thunderstorms. I'm like, this is wild, but seems that Justin's won the race of melting getting rid of all of his snow. We were ahead of him, and we got a whole huge dumping last week of 30 centimeters in our backyard. Well, I measured it, and it's still on the ground here. So, and we actually had snow hitting our window because our two houses that we live at super close. So the roof is like right beside our kitchen window. And kept hearing thunk thunk every 30 minutes. It was like is someone throwing a dodgeball at our house or something. Anyways, I got something funny for April Fool's Day. Justin, on our page shared that they're going to be changing career paths with Andrew. After reading some of the comments from followers lately, they wanted to push justice by becoming referees. So they said they're going to be producing referee videos. Make sure subscribe for YouTube channel. So basically, people are upset about Winnipeg and all the snow in Winnipeg, so they want to come to Winnipeg for referees. So yeah, it's kind of interesting, but it's never a dull moment in Manitoba. I just feel like we're
Are you
stuck in
kidding me?
winter.
It's like Manitoba is known for dull moments. Except for I guess Winnipeg's not that dull. Winnipeg isn't dull.
It'll get more interesting as we get to summer months. We'll be talking about big hailstorms and, hopefully don't get hit in the head at some point by a golf ball size hail. But
I mean, that's what you want when you live out in the middle of Saskatchewan. You want dull. It's like that means everything's okay. Nothing bad's happening. Mark's got this
to avoid an ice storm, though. That's positive.
Mark's got this up here. Feel free to express dismay. So the National Weather Service is considering discontinuation of the United Surface Analysis product, which gives valuable information, fronts, lows, positions for the Northern Hemisphere. Please feel free to express dismay here, Mark says. So let's see. Let's have a look at the form feedback.
I heard that Hurricane Beryl, Hurricane Helene, and Hurricane Milton are retired from last year.
So would that basically prevent me from being able to create weather forecasts looking at surface analysis if that's taken away?
Please invest in meteorological services.
That makes me so mad. It's comedy.
What else should I say? Come on, guys.
Weather models required before forecast.
Pardon me, Frankie?
Weather models required for forecasts.
Okay.
How about we're gonna start throwing pumpkins at you guys if you don't keep it?
Pumpkins, no. What else, Brandon? What should I say?
That means we need weather models to do the forecast.
Think about that.
Don't do it.
How about Brandon smoke a good hot barbecue on there?
Come on, we need a serious. This is a serious government form here. Trying to help them out.
All weather models required for weather forecasts.
Well, I got that there, Frankie. Oh, you guys. We can't even. This is a weather show. We can't even tell them why they shouldn't cut. We can't even tell our own audience why they shouldn't cut. We gotta have an answer here.
Without surface analysis, we will not be able to tell where a potential tornado outbreak could occur or a snowstorm will happen.
Tornado predictions and snowfall.
We're going to go back to the 1950s.
Forecasts could be more akin to something out of the 1950s. That's better. LSN 3EV. See, I'm a human.
I think that's a Y.
Oh, I didn't like it.
Capital S.
Oh, I don't know how to do this. 4NZ. What is that? Like a backwards 7?
Looks like it.
Looks like a T.
I don't know how to make a backwards 7.
Looks like a T. Might be a
Okay, I'll put T. Oh man, we can't even. This is how. So no one can.
Okay, let me help. H lowercase.
No one can help them. I'm not. Oh, I'm not even writing. I thought I was.
Lowercase H. Capital F. Lowercase F. 0 SW.
A 0? I didn't see a 0.
I saw a 0.
My goodness, the robots won't let me post.
EG capital A.
Look at it. It doesn't. Nothing I do works. So they don't actually want your feedback here. That's crazy. All right.
What? Okay, that is just a complete ripoff, if you ask me.
Yep. So this is telling. This is telling. Yeah. All right. That's enough of that. That's telling. So you can't even leave the feedback about the government cuts on the page that's supposed to be about the feedback for the government cuts. That's what we got here, folks. Okay. Who's got something? Okay. Oh, Karen's taking off for the night. Good night, Karen. Thanks for being with us on the show. Too bad we couldn't solve the world's problems here with unfortunate cuts coming to. I don't know what's going to happen here. Like they are insistent on making sure that anything that might report accurately on climate change that's verboten. Therefore, like analysis and data is verboten, and science is verboten. Anyways, trying to find the next topic here.
Topic. All right. We'll find another topic. Here we go. Let's see what we got.
There, looks like there is a potential switch to an El Nino as we go into the summer months. I just noticed that. And the models today with Justin and I were talking about that. I don't know if that maybe you guys want to talk about that.
Well, you better.
Oh, I got one. All right. So there's a woman out there with the longest tongue. That's right. The longest tongue. And he uses it to play Jenga. There you go. How's that for wait, what?
Is it like a Guinness Book of Records longest tongue?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like that's an actual record.
I approve.
That's right.
Enthusiastically, I approve.
This isn't like 50 guys in red bikinis. The most men in red bikinis kind of world record.
Yes, yeah, kind of like that. But it's a very large tongue, and she played Jenga, a full game of Jenga with it.
Do we have a measurement of the tongue?
I got a picture of it here somewhere. Hold on. I got pictures. I got pictures. Okay. Longest tongue. All right. Jenga. Where's that? That's the nice thing about Google. There you go. I'm going to go over here.
On that form I'm trying to submit earlier, that means it's only for Americans.
There's the tongue. pretty large, isn't it?
That's insane.
It is.
How long do you think that thing is? Like, we need a measurement here. We're science people. We don't want
measurement.
Does it say?
Yeah, it does. It says 9 centimeters and 9.75 centimeters and 3.8 inches from the tip to her lips.
So just pass. So they're measuring from external from the mouth.
Yes.
Yeah, she's got me beat.
Oh yeah. She's got us all beat.
That's like one you would, she could actually get tongue tied.
That's right. Good.
On something. A man in United States pulls 10,001 pull-ups in 24 hours to reclaim world record. Basically sit-ups.
10,000 sit-ups, eh? To reclaim the world record. That's suffering.
8,100 pull-ups in the allotted time period, but his number was beaten less than a day later by Australian man Gary Lloyd, who did 8,600 additional pull-ups in 24 hours. Jeez, man, that's crazy. Can you imagine like becoming as buff as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
Well, I don't have to imagine too hard. That's
309 people don banana hats to break world record at Missouri Museum. Appealing Guinness World Record. Appealing.
Okay, well, yeah. That's I think if you're gonna make a Guinness Book of World Record, it's got to be something substantial. It can't just be like most guys doing this. It's like anytime it's most people at the same time, I'm like, no, there shouldn't be a chapter in the book for most people doing something at the same time, unless it's something really extraordinary. I don't know what that is.
I just feel like with time,
but like long tongue, okay, that's good. Yeah, long tongue is good. Sure, like lift the most. Sure, that's a world record. Like covered in bees, I guess. Yeah, that used to be a world record. It was pretty cool. Okay, what's that, Imogen? What do you got there? The measurement? Show us.
Hold on here. Just over 3.
3.
There you go.
What, your tongue is?
Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
Hey, everybody! If you want to follow me on social media, my blue sky. And did you hear about this? If you want to follow me on social media, my blue sky is at Frankie MacD. My ex formerly Twitter is at Frankie MacD. My link tree is Frankie MacDonald. My threads is at Frankie MacD94. My Facebook is Frankie MacDonald. My Instagram is Frankie MacD94. My TikTok is FrankDonald94. My Clapper is FrankDonald94. My Twitch is FrankDonald94. My Snapchat is Frankie ABCD1. My YouTube channel is Dogs Wolves, and my LinkedIn is Frankie MacDonald. Best luck to I'm Frankie Donald. You listen to me on Twitter for every Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Atlantic.
Yeah, and we got a new record for longest tongue on the show. Imogen Cookie Bailey with the 3+ inches there. Excellent. And I think if you really work at it and keep training, you could maybe break the world record. And so far, you got the Comedeorological record. That's a big time. That's huge deal here. Longest tongue. I don't think anyone's going to beat the 3+ inches of tongue you got there. And I noticed, no wonder when the story came up, you seemed really like wow, that story seemed to catch you right away, and now we know why. Because
I know what I'm doing.
You're trying to get there too. You're like, that's the woman that beat me for longest tongue.
Is that the same story? California woman uses world longest tongue to play Jenga.
Yes, that's the story we've been talking about.
Okay, I just discovered it, man. I'm behind.
Yeah. Yes. just a little bit there. Well, that is the show for this week. You've been hearing us on the radio everywhere and on
And if you're here about this, if you want to follow me on social media, my blue sky's at Frankie MacD, my ex formerly Twitter's at Frankie MacD, my link tree is Frankie MacDonald, my Facebook is Frankie MacDonald, my threads is at Frankie MacD94, my Instagram is Frankie MacD94, my TikTok is FrankDonald94, my Clapper is FrankDonald94, my Twitch is FrankDonald94, my Snapchat is Frankie AMCDON, and my YouTube channel is Dogs and Wolves, and my LinkedIn is Frankie MacDonald. And another social media Reddit is Frankie MacD94 as well. Best of luck to you. I'm Frankie Donald. You're listening to Joey Ollie Show Comedeorological Weather Report every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Atlantic.
Is Reddit good, Frankie? Do I want a Reddit? What's Reddit for? What would Reddit do for me?
That means you can join Reddit. That means that you can share a Comedeorological Weather Report to your Reddit.
It's like a forum groups post. It's like literally like an internet newspaper.
Their tagline is that they're the front page of the internet.
So, how do you get, interactions on there, or?
I don't use it. I'm not a fan. Tried it, didn't like the format. A lot of people do. It's wildly popular.
Is it? Yeah, I see, sometimes I search for certain topics, and it seems like sometimes the Reddit threads are some of the best banter on, chit chat on some of this stuff.
It can be a really active chat forum. So on specific topics, you can find a lot of input. So it's like if you're asking the general public for input on something, Reddit can be a really good source. It's where you can find a lot of information on there. Now, how valid it is yet to be seen. I mean, asking any internet forum for information, you kind of have to be a little careful about what information you actually accept, but still, you can get some good leads for things. Verify your data depending on what you're looking for, but you can get good leads on stuff. I don't know if that helps you at all.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You can also create a group for yourself or a page. I created a page for myself, and you can get people on there, members. It's a little community is what it is. It's not as big as Facebook though.
Oops, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to stick on the article I was on. So Val Kilmer died. Remember Val Kilmer?
He was awesome.
He's one of one of the greats, one of the absolute greats. One of my favorite Val Kilmer movies, Heat, with De Niro and Pacino. So good. You got to be good. You got to be cool to get in with De Niro and Pacino. It's like we're looking for a third guy to be in this crew in this movie. And then, of course, the fourth guy was the guy who played Mike in Saving Private Ryan. So Tampa Bay Lightning, if you recall, their stadium was trashed by the hurricane last year, Hurricane Milton. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Brandon remembers it. No one else does. Okay. So what's happened is they have their stadium's trashed, so they're homeless, this team, and the New York Yankees have given them a stadium. It's at Steinbrenner Field. It's I guess a spring training stadium the Yankees use. So they're using the Yankees stadium, spring training facility or whatever. But there you go. It used to say Yankees and now it says Rays. Isn't that funny? But it's all because of that hurricane. Last
hurricane
year.
trashed the stadium. That's not surprising.
Yeah,
Hurricane wanted to win some points.
It was a terrible stadium, and whenever I had to play against Tampa on my baseball game, I would pick a different stadium to play the game in.
Oh.
But anyways, I think that's me for tonight, everybody. I think that's the show.
Got something funny. Minnesota's cat's 18.5-inch tail earns Guinness World Records title. So the world's longest cat tail on the face of the planet is in Minnesota to your cat, Mr. Pugsley. Adams has always had a long tail. Longest apparently broke records the longest tail on a domestic cat living. I can't imagine having an 18.5-inch tail. It'd be like feel bad so bad for the cat that tail gets stepped on. Is this so those tail that long would be easy for someone to step on it by mistake, and I don't like it when cats scream.
Anyways, that's me for tonight. It's been a long week and I'm tired and lots to do still, and gotta get things together and get a snack into me. And that's the show, everybody. But thanks for coming on by. Hit like,
Thanks,
share,
Joey.
subscribe if you haven't been before, and thanks everybody for being part of it. And we're definitely having trouble the last few weeks with me crashing out. But I guess I just can't share videos that way anymore. Whatever, something keeps going on there with my computer. Anyways, that's sorry about that. That's me for this time. We'll see you soon, everybody. And lots of new stuff on the channel, by the way. Please check it out. Check out the videos from my festival weekend. Check out my performance. Check out my stop at the accident scene where the boys from our company got killed. And check out a video of Arnie Jack there, amazing warrior that we got to stop and pay tribute to this week on our way north too. Okay, everyone, that's the show. Bye.